Everyone, my name is Amber Myers and I'm going to share with you today the audit I'm going to do on my two documents. One's a PowerPoint and one is a Word document. So first I want to look at this handbook for accessibility, and I want to start with the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is one I created last year for 4th grade. It was just a vocabulary, starting off a brand new unit in the Middle Ages. So I started off with a PowerPoint on vocabulary. So we're going to look at the outline view, the slide layout, and the reading order. So let's look here. Here we go. All right. So here's where we start. We have the layout outline view over here. It gives me clear clues to how it's looking on each page, how it's bolded, and if anything is missing. Starting also with the color, it's on a darker background with lighter font, so it stands out pretty well. I did notice that I was missing something, some sort of bullet here before the question I'm asking, so I need to make sure I change that so that it all flows better. We have a nice heading at the top. We have the numbers for the listing, and then also the arrow for the second following heading. We have underlined bold print. We have the image here. If you click on the image and right-click it, I notice that there is the Edit Alt text. And for this specific image, it came up as just icon. So that is where I could type in here 1 to 2 sentences on what this is. You know, it's a fuel pump clip art. So I could change that. This image, a picture containing text and a person. So the text I think they're referring to is just down here. I can get rid of that and edit what is actually going on in the picture. Let me go back to this screen again. So the reading order, if I check on any to make sure that they're going in order, I can click on the slide without selecting it and hit by tab. So let's try that. Alright, so it goes right to that box, everything in there. There must be some extra boxes that we're not using. Let's try another slide. Again, I believe everything is in that one box, so it's just going to start right there. So it's interesting because some of the pictures come up with a description for themselves, and it's pretty clear, a group of people in graduation gowns, and that's exactly what it is for that definition. For the list, again, I went over, they have bulleted and everything like that, the slide layouts. So I do not have any links embedded in this PowerPoint. There are no tables in this PowerPoint. If I did, I want to make sure that they are going in order, as we'll see in the Word document I have coming up. Color, it's a good contrast, no math or science in this, and no video or audio. So I'll just continue to go through here, just double checking everything. Yeah, so there are a lot of pictures that go along with each definition, so I want to make sure that those all are clear for anyone watching or going through these slides. So let's look over at the Word document I have now. So this is a Word document I did not create, so I can't take credit for it. I did not create this. This is something we used in 4th grade last year, and it is their DOL, their daily oral language you do every morning, just kind of as a practice review to get the day started. It's usually left on their desks, so as they come in and unpack, this is what we have for them to work on. This one came in a Word document from my team, my 4th grade team last year. We also did have many of them saved as PDFs, so they're unfortunately unable to be edited by me, but this one I can edit and change. So if you look at what you need to do for Word document accessibility, some of them are similar, some are a little bit specific for this type of document. So headings, we want to make sure there's headings, they're very clear and easy to follow. And I will show you that when we go back. In the images, again, you want to make sure that their alt text is a clear description for them, list any links, math and science. So let's look back at that. All right, so here's my heading. I can, if I want to, change the way it looks for the heading so that it does stand out a little better. There are some numbers inside boxes, so that's like a small table. We have some numbers sentences they need to correct. There is a picture, I believe there's just one picture I just saw right here. Let's check that. Image results for silly picture for kids. You know, we could be a little more specific and say as a kid has a hat on and a red nose, looking like a clown. We have letters down here, so A, B, C. If we want to make that a little bit more consistent, we can keep it with the numbers or just bulleted because we don't have any other ABC layout like that. With these charts, tables here, we can go to table design up here at the top. Okay. Table design. The header and the first column is already selected. If we go to layout, repeat header rows, I saw that was on the list as well, so make sure that's clicked. And then if we go to view, immersive reader, we test it out.
The relationship of the twos in 78,221. Which is greater? 1,119 underscore. Tuesday ELA, correct the sentences and respond to the prompt.
Alright, so it does go in order. I can take out those underscores and maybe try to figure out something else to put in there. That way it makes sense. Maybe if I just leave it with a big blank in between the two numbers and they can decide as a pause. Let's check back here again. There are no links. For math and science, there is some math, but there's no equations, which I thought was interesting. Like there's a specific way they want you to use equations using this site here and not use Microsoft's equation editor, which was interesting. All right, tables, we looked over that, indicating the column headers for data tables. Check the reading order, making sure it's going in order. So when I was hearing the immersive text, it was being read in order. The color contrast is just on a white background with black font. And there's no forms in this specific Word document. It is 5 pages. We normally print them back to back, but it can be pushed out virtually as well. So those are just some of the corrections I would make editing this so that it is more accessible for all students. I did graduate in December 2015 from Millersville actually with the early childhood and special ed degree, so it was interesting to read more about the accessibility for all students. I'm not, just a special education teacher because everyone who comes into my classroom, every grade I've been in recently, I'm going to have students that do come in with IEPs or students who are going to be tested for those services throughout the year. So I wanted to have all that background knowledge so that I can best serve them to their abilities and make it, a learning environment for all to succeed in. So thank you guys for watching.